Okay, today we have wonderful guests and partners. It's neobanking with very strong crypto part. It's Ampere project. And today we have Victor Baron. It's CEO and founder of that beautiful project with strong entrepreneurial background from Israel. Today we have wonderful guests and partners. It's neobanking with very strong crypto part. It's Ampere project. And today we have Victor Baron. It's CEO and founder of that beautiful project with strong entrepreneurial background from Israel. Today we have wonderful guests and partners. It's we need to stop. Feels like somebody should close the YouTube tab. Okay, everything is fine right now. Hope everything is fine. Okay, so let's start with also introducing Daria, head of SMM department. I hope everything will be fine with right now. Hope everything is
Guys,
fine.
you need to we need to close the tab with the YouTube. Somebody is closed. So somebody is opening the tab with the YouTube. So the live stream and going.
Hope everything will be fine with right now. Guys, you need to we need to close the tab with the YouTube. Somebody is closed. So somebody is opening the tab with the YouTube. So the live.
I guess it was me.
Yes, Daria.
Sorry, because you said that we will have questions there, right? So I prepared.
Yes, just switch off the audio. It's
just... okay for now. So I'm gonna So I'm gonna open it, but I have to turn off the sound, right?
Yes, definitely. Okay. Okay.
I guess it was me.
Oh. No.
Sorry, because you said that.
Okay, Victor, what led to the idea of combining neobanking and crypto? So the most important question regarding Ampere project and what led you to that idea? Because some things that market is crowded. Somebody thinking that we have enough solutions, but what's your personal journey to that idea?
Right. Hi everybody, I'm Victor.
Hi.
Aaron, thank you for the very good question. As a team of entrepreneurs and crypto enthusiasts, we always used to work with different traditional banks and also like few neobanks that we tried within the years. We always find the biggest pain and the biggest needs of the crypto users is in faster and cheaper transfers between the exchange and bank accounts. And the second thing is the less questions from day traditional banking. So the moment that we actually notice that the regulators start to becoming more welcoming towards the crypto, more crypto friendly, we actually thought about making a project that uniting the crypto and fiat in one place, making that for our users much easier way and transparency of using their bank account, faster payments, cheap rates, less questions from the bank, because we as a bank, we can see where the transaction came from. So they need to ask more questions. So basically, this is how we come to this project.
Yes, the KYC and ML procedures from the banking side, from the, let's say, crypto side, it's very complicated. And if you have a wise team that could, let's say, structure all of that, could help to, let's say, simplify and make it easy for your users to go through all of that sometimes nonsense KYC and ML procedures, or just do the KYC and ML procedures in a manner that's reasonable for the transactions, or for the amount of money they're holding. If it could be very, very, very important for that market. It's like it could be key competitors, key competitive advantages. One of it. So please tell us about yourself and about your team. How did you form it for such a unique banking product? Victor?
Would you like to answer that?
Me? I guess this will be easier, for you to answer because you're the one who formed the team. So I guess I'll rather take, some future questions.
Yeah, of course, no problem. Basically, we are above anything, we are an IT company. We done lots of different mobile apps and system websites during the last 17 years. In this project, we united a good team of financial people with our knowledge in IT, and this is how the team actually created from the IT people that already in the team and uniting them with the professional financial guys.
But would you describe yourself more like bankers that came to crypto, or vice versa? So how could you?
No, vice versa. Basically, we are an IT guys that came into financial.
In the financial world. So I guess you had an experience working with other banking solutions. So from inside out all of the, let's say, potential problems, and you making the project with the help of all of your background building other banking products before, just for the clients.
Yeah, we do understand the needs of our customers. We used and analyzed more than 20 different neobanks and online banking systems. And from there, we actually united all our knowledge and all our experience into the best user interface and experience that we can provide them with.
By the way, I know a wonderful team called 11FS, and they providing, I don't recall their product, it's kind of cheap, but they have registrations in hundreds of banks and neobanks across the world, and they are helping with building that unique unique user experience. So they opening the doors for and give opportunity to the developers to, let's say, look at the interfaces of hundreds of competitors, even if it's like Chinese banks, or some sort of Spanish, Latin America solutions. So it's ability to evaluate how the industry breathing, what's going on for the product like you. So you can know what kind of features they implement, so you could be very, very competitive. It's 11FS. I know them from Cybers, the big banking conference, and they was like, it's like solution. I don't know. I'm not advertising them. I'm just using them for myself, because I have, let's say, strong belief that to maintain the mass adoption, we need to, let's say, extend the quality. We need to create the better user experience. So the user experience is all about it's the most important thing. And I hope that your neobank will be simple, easy to use, comfortable for your users, and with the features that could be easily accessible, because it's sometimes more important than the features itself, that user experience. And I hope you will implement it during your
well, since we've built many IT products in the past, we have quite a big experience and work in actually building like really beautiful, IT products. One thing. So yeah, we are really good at UI. And another thing that we have good experience at UX as well, so that helps. And something what you're saying, I think it's actually something what actually distinguishes us from other IT companies, we have very strong experience in UX and UI. And I think, Ampere will just have it. And it will look nice and it will be very user-friendly.
Looking from the investor's perspective, looking at let's say to Ampere from an investor's perspective, who could invest in a peer token or something like that, it's the most important thing. It's not about money, it's not about team. Sometimes the success in neobanking comes from, mostly it comes from the brilliant user experience. So if the user experience, it's you have the strong user experience background, the thing that should be the most important for making any investment decision to Ampere project. So user experience, because let's be honest, the Livelihood offer nothing, no more than just great user experience. A lot of features was done before, but the user experience and the business strategy, what makes them stand out from the crowd. So what makes Ampere better than Livelihood or Crypto.com or Binance?
Right, that's a good one.
Would you like me to take this question, or would
no,
you like?
No, I can take that. Yeah. Look, let's face it. Revolut is far into traditional banking corner. It doesn't allow you to work freely with crypto, not at all. And from other side, Binance, apart from providing payment cards, it's far into the crypto corner. So it doesn't allow you to make any traditional payments, transfers, etc. So we're trying to fit right in between, allowing any business to receive funds for products and services in crypto or in fiat, to provide them with the same tools as they currently can have from the traditional banking, but from other side to open them to cryptocurrency community. So this is where we are different. I wouldn't say better, of course not. Revolut, Binance, Crypto.com, and amazing companies with great teams and very good achievements, but they're different than us. We do something else.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's honest because working with Revolut, I do recall all of the problems related to the crypto investments. It's not easy. Sometimes, yes, definitely, I'm a crypto guy, but sometimes it's could be necessary to, let's say, easy to transfer crypto, easy to buy crypto, to pay for some sort of services, some service provider, or let's say freelancer asking for, let's say, special, for example, I'm using USDT on Tron network, mostly for all of my transactions related to the, let's say, payments and etc. But sometimes some of the, let's say, vendors asking for Bitcoins or asking for even Monero. And that's why it's important to have that's very easy accessible. It's honest. Secondary, regarding the Binance card, I'm using it every day. And the Binance card, the problem with the Binance card is I could not actually effectively track all my transactions. Yes, I could find all of the list of my transactions somewhere buried inside some strange interfaces of Binance. Like I need to 100 steps just to access the list of my transactions. So it's not like Revolut when I see all the transactions in simple notifications right away, and it's not so easy to understand where I spent my couple $10,000. So it's important to be right in the middle, having the best user experience like Revolut and the accessibility, cheap commissions, and the power of Binance. So if you could combine both, or even be in the middle, it's actually very good niche, and we know that the market is growing, so the mass adoption still making the first steps. We have billions and billions of potential users, and I hope that's that you could have that your piece of a pie. So please describe your business client. Is it a cafe owner, or it's florist, or it's a one-man show consulting? Could you describe your potential business client who is using that Ampere to get money from their customers day by day?
Yeah, so it's actually quite a common question. It often pops up here and there. Yeah, so one of the things to actually bring up, and yeah, it's very important to mention that Ampere will focus mainly on business clients. So we are much more a B2B product than a B2C product. And mainly we will focus on low and medium risk clients. And these are businesses that you can encounter everywhere, every day. It can be like a cafe owner. It can be like a local, you know, coffee, right? Well, again, coffee, right? Beauty salon. It can be a hospital. It can be pretty much anything, right? Yeah. So the idea of the project is to actually introduce business. Well, it's introduce Ampere to masses, to business masses. We know that we will have quite a big success among users who already use crypto, but the idea is different. We want to actually introduce Ampere to people who don't use crypto yet, who don't know about benefits of crypto, and who can actually benefit greatly from, you know, using crypto on a daily basis and actually making some extra money with it and making, you know, fast and beautiful transactions. So yeah, so to kind of to wrap it up, yeah, our clients can be pretty much anyone, you know, who
Yes.
owns a business or who actually, you know, performs some business transactions on a daily basis. Yeah, and we expect it to be mainly, you know, small and medium businesses.
Yes, and if you could offer, let's say, some sort of simple, low risk staking products for those for the customers. I mean, for example, let's imagine I'm the coffee owner, and I'm have let's say 5,000 on my account, and you could offer me very low risk some staking opportunity, so I could, let's say, easily, convert it to some sort of stable coins or whatever, and create it and let's say invest for the next months in some high yield but low risk, some reasonably high yield and reasonably low risk staking product. It could be very interesting because its ability to, let's say, increase the mass adoption and introduce the advanced DeFi instruments to let's say small and medium business in that manner, from my perspective.
Yeah, that's exactly the reasoning behind it.
Okay, tell us please, what financial licenses did you guys choose for such a serious business?
Right. Yeah. So in regard to the licensing, basically the regions that we choose to start with is UK, Europe, and Canada. So far, we applied for licenses all those countries and regions. We are covered by sub-license from our banking partner and core banking. So at some point this year, we are waiting to obtain our FCA license in UK. Our Canadian license already had been obtained December last year, and then we'll move to European license.
So you will have all the necessary license by the end of the year or earlier?
Correct. Yeah, but meanwhile we are starting the operation under sub-licensing from our bank partner.
Got it. It's called umbrella licensing. It's kind of umbrella licensing. It's very good. By the way, we have done short due diligence, and most of my experts tell me that you have a wonderful financial licensing strategy. Like it's kind of best you could get for such product. It's simple, but it's it's one of the best, maybe the best, the best solution possible. So you have very strong advisors, and I guess you have a very strong legal team behind all of that decisions. So thank you, because it's very important. A lot of projects since 2017 try to create some sort of crypto banks, and it's the most important question was from the first days, even 5 years ago, was the licensing. And if you have figure out all of the solutions related, the licensing, that makes you also very strong project to consider to, let's say, work with, invest, or any other. So I guess Ampere is done their homework very well from my perspective and from the perspective of my colleagues. Thank you so much for explaining all of that. Please, let's imagine some of the Elmas land followers and from our community willing to open the Ampere card. I hope we will have some special program for our followers. And also the question is, in what regions and when will one be able to get a hold of your cards? So,
well, hopefully in the future, everywhere where we will operate. But in the beginning, we anticipated to be in the UK, and we anticipated to be as soon as in autumn. So yeah, the first users will be able to get a hold of the cards in the UK this autumn.
Okay, what about Europe? How long does it take for you to, let's say, be available for, let's say, Latvian citizens, Estonian citizens, the guys from Poland, the guys from, or even the guys from Spain, from Portugal?
Yeah, basically, once we launch our services in Europe, it will be available for all region countries except Germany and Malta for the moment. Yes. Simply as our license doesn't cover Germany and Malta, but we will be there anytime next year.
Okay, the question, strange question, but you know the background of that question. Will it be available in Israel some days?
In Israel?
Because the banking in Israel, it's like nonsense. So is it possible some days to see that cards in the hands of my friends from Israel?
Yeah. We will work on that. We'll definitely work on that. It's something that we would have in our list, but currently there's no financial license or especially crypto licenses available in Israel. So we'll have to take it for.
Yes, they should. I hope they should not change their citizenship to access that cards. I hope. Okay, what values of the crypto industry would you like to implement into the traditional finance? It's a deep question. What values of the crypto industry would you like to implement into traditional finance?
Yeah, well, actually, good question. There are quite a few, I have to say. The very reason why we're doing a crypto project, because we are in love with values that crypto actually, introduced to the world. I think it's, it's actually very something that will be, I would say, more and more used by people. Yeah, and that's the very reason, why we actually building a product which is somewhere in between crypto and fiat. Yeah, so when it comes to values, something what we love is that most of the crypto projects, they have this mobile first approach. So whatever you do, you can do from your mobile phone, and it's actually very easy and convenient to do. Whilst with traditional, banking sectors, okay, you would have apps, for your phone, but still, you would normally do something on your computer, like issue an invoice, right? Or like whatever you need to do for your business, especially, you'd still rather prefer to do it on your desktop because it just makes things more convenient. And we actually view Ampere to have this mobile first approach. And yeah, that's, I think, one of the reasons. Yeah, that's one of the things that crypto particularly, the value that crypto has as well. well, convenience, obviously. So basically, it's an ability to execute and collect payments from clients in completely different parts of the world easily and fast. No matter where your client is or stakeholder, right? You can just make a transaction like anywhere in the world, right? And it can be tracked easily. It is super convenient. It's very fast, right? I mean, well, the benefits are pretty obvious, right? So I think many businesses can actually really benefit from that. And the last point is lack of bureaucracy. So we'd like to make the compliance processes as smooth as possible so that users could focus on actually growing their businesses, not on the red tape. Because with traditional banking industries, there is still a lot of red tape, a lot of complications. And yeah, we want our users to still, well, there will be compliance processes in place, but they will be very efficient so that users won't feel them on a daily basis. Yeah, and that's the idea.
Okay, now we need to choose the questions. I guess we have some questions in YouTube. Could we find any questions in YouTube right now? Okay. We choose the wonderful question. It's by nickname master. Please connect with head of our community to get a prize. And the question will be that's the question about your token. It's a question about Ampere token. So please tell us on what chain your token will be implemented. What chain do you choose and why, if it's possible?
Yeah, of course. It's going to be, we choose Binance Smart Chain, BEP20, to use for basically for our token launcher.
Okay, thank you so much. So it was a winner, and thank you for that wonderful conversation. I actually think that you have a very bright future because of the user experience. It's and very strong licensing, and I hope knowing all the pain coming from let's say Israel banking, you have ability to figure out that and make it easy for Europeans right now to access crypto, to work with the crypto, and also be part of traditional finance market. And for me, it was a great honor to sit with somebody with that clear view and so strong project.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Daria. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for everyone.
Thanks a lot for your questions.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Bye. 1,000 viewers, by the way, or something or even more.
Yeah, I thought it was like 1,600 at some point, and now 1,857. Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Almost 2,000.